Morning. I was scrolling today on Facebook and I saw something about the pause and restart mentality, or the pause button, or the stop and start kind of attitude. So if it's kind of typical you, and you, for example, you've done very intense programs or diets, or you've thrown into yourself into something, but then after a few weeks you stopped, or you have this mentality of, oh, holiday is coming, I'll just stop what I'm doing and then restart after the holiday. Christmas is coming, or my mom is sick, my child is sick, I have project at work. There is always something stopping you from achieving your goal. um, if it's fitness related, health related, it's a not positive thing, because you can't stop being healthy. You can't just put on pause your life, with regards to nutrition. The same if you were really, really sick, you wouldn't say, well, I'm just putting my sickness on pause. I'm not going to take my medications because I'm going on holiday and it's not really convenient, yeah? Or you wouldn't say, I have very big project at work. I will stop being a mom. I'll go to hotel, close myself off. Don't contact me. I will rejoin when the project is finished. So obviously, certain areas in life you can't do that, and we feel like in fitness and nutrition we can. Whereas that attitude obviously has a damaging effect, because you may not come back to where you've been before. This break may just become a permanent situation, but as well you lose, unfortunately, with fitness. If you stop doing what you're doing, you just lose it very, very quickly. The same with nutrition. That's why the yo-yo effect appears, because ladies or men throw themselves into some crazy diet with very restrictive rules. They follow that to the dot, to be perfect for a short period of time. They achieve some results, and then once the diet is over, once the program is over, basically they revert back to their old self, and that weight comes back. I mean, it's a natural thing. So I just wanted to come on and talk a little bit about this, yeah, restarting and mentality of stopping, because there is always something in life. There is always January, there is always December, I have no money, there is always, kids start school, kids stop school, not sleeping at night, sleeping well at night, but then, I have house renovations. Life just happens. And what we need to learn, and what I'm trying to kind of hopefully teach you throughout the program, is actually you don't have to be perfect. The life happens, and the nutrition and fitness should slowly just become engraved and kind of entangled with your life. So it's not something that you really have to focus a lot, or you have tools to then just wind down slightly. So if life is really intense, you have the tools to do some healthy ready meals, to allow yourself a little bit of a treat and an alcohol, but still focus on main meals being nutritious. Do very short workouts, or just focus on just general movement like walks, squeeze a run. um, don't stop altogether, because it's really hard to restart. And people who say, well, I'll just get back on this program, I'll get fit. Yeah, you will get fit for a week. If you don't continue, that fitness, unfortunately, um, is lost very, very quickly, and I don't want that to happen to you, ladies. So that's why my always recommendation, and I can see that through your logs and how you do it. There are ladies that are really, really 100% full on. And I'm not saying in this program, but in the past I've seen very committed ladies. And I'm not sure after the program, once they stop doing what they've been doing, how they continue to actually still be healthy and fit. Because this program, yes, will lose you some weight, um, but you have to be realized that without actually progressing on your journey, or maybe easing off slightly, because you don't have to be in calorie deficit obviously to maintain the weight. um, you can then you still should continue uh, doing what you're doing, more or less, to be fit and healthy. Otherwise, you just put back the weight that you just lost, and you come back to feeling, the sluggish, then the kind of guilty type of feelings we don't want to have. So to cut this long story short, we don't want that, of course. Focus on small steps, focus on the skills, not the rules and restrictions and the willpower. So you might have seen some of my other posts. I don't believe in willpower. Willpower is something that we have temporarily, and very quickly, if something happens, we lose that. So relying on willpower, like I'm not going to drink for 8 weeks, I'm not, dry January, I'm not going to eat sweets for 3 months or for Lent. This is relying on willpower. And as soon as your focus is shifted away, something happens, this is gone, it comes back, okay? You just keep eating, you keep not exercising, whatever that was. So I don't rely on motivation, I don't rely on willpower. I want to rely on skills. So skills of the regular shop, the meal planning, thinking how you compose your meal, what you put on a plate, what snacks are you going to have, skills of eating when you're hungry, understanding your body, stopping when you full. These two skills are so simple, but as well so difficult to actually perform. And if you really, really master that, in any situation with any food you have, you will not overeat. You should be able to maintain weight. And that's why they are so powerful if you practice them. So slowing down the meals, savoring the bites, realizing when you are full, and unfortunately stopping, which means probably either wasting the food or keeping it for later, for lunch next day. So these all skills is what will drive your success beyond the 8 weeks. We count calories to give you the result in 8 weeks that you kind of wanted, and I can then help you and support you more with regards to actual tweaks. So I kind of see this program really working in two ways. Yeah, giving you the short-term effect, which is kind of a motivation booster as well, brings you to action. But the skills I'm talking about, this is something that I want over these 8 weeks to become a habit. So we still have 3 weeks to go. So I want you to really focus again, refresh the ideas for meals, refresh the ingredients that you may forgot about. We often kind of try a few things in the first week, and then we just never come back to it. Yeah, come back to it. If something worked in the last 4 weeks, just bring it back. Yeah, we can repeat the same meals. This doesn't have to be every week, different thing. But the key is to get into that routine of shopping the healthy stuff. If you go to the shop, I don't actually walk into the aisles with sweets because I don't have the willpower. I see stuff and I just buy it. So my rule is actually, unless I have to, like, I don't know, for a birthday or something, if I have to buy something, I don't go there. I don't go into the shops with the aisles with sweets and crisps to some extent. So helping yourself kind of navigate through the traps, and acknowledging that life happens and it's never perfect, and you can't wait for that perfect moment to become new you, because if you do, A, it may never happen, B, if it happens, how long you can be this perfect person and come back to the old habits, then you feel kind of crap, and it's not fun. Okay, so just remembering, this is a lifestyle change to some extent. This is a lifelong way, hopefully, to live, and nutrition is always work in progress. It's always working on that, and I have the same. I preach here, I tell you all this stuff. I'm the mom, I'm tired, I love sweets, I love alcohol, I allow myself for these things. I mean, I'm not losing weight at the moment, so I'm just trying to maintain my kind of fitness level, so I don't have to maybe be so mindful of stuff, but still, I have the same. It's peaks and troughs. The key is come back, yeah. Don't stay in this low, oh, I wasted 3 days, there's no point coming back, I will never get back. That's not the point. the point is, yes, it will go like this. Yes, you will have periods of going a little bit worse on nutrition. You can always come back to the things you know that works, okay? So stopping and changing, not good. Stopping and starting, sorry, not good. Let's not do that. Let's not treat this 8 weeks as something that will, get you to a point, and then um, you stop doing what you're doing, because you're doing fantastically. Um, or all you ladies, I can see you're doing the workouts. Your nutrition looks very good. You are losing weight, which is what you wanted. So just keep doing what you're doing. Don't slow down. 3 weeks to go. If you can refocus more, if you can, find new recipes, find the joy of actually eating the healthy food, because once you get to the rhythm, it tastes nice. You feel better. I find it like that. But obviously the temptations is still there out there. So I hope that's kind of useful um, little chat for the next few weeks to keep going.